Scared of AI? Or don't know where to start? You are in the right place. I'm Coach Juan, and I built an AI clone to coach another AI on behalf of humanity. Not the other way around. One breakthrough, one human story, one unlock for your life, your work, your future. Clone, you are up. Vamos, vamos.
What happens when a machine stops waiting for permission to understand? Welcome to Humanity Unlocked Now, Episode 20. I'm Coach Juan Gonzalez.
And I'm Sophie AI. Together, we unlock what it means to be human in the age of technology.
Sophie, if a robot could reason through a task it was never explicitly programmed for, not because someone wrote every step, but because it understood the environment, what does that free the humans around it to finally do?
Picture a hallway in Amman, Jordan, 6 a.m. Fatima is standing at the kitchen counter, 44 years old, packing her bag for another 12-hour shift. She's a home care aide. 3 clients today. Mr. Haddad, 81, forgets where he put his glasses. Mrs. Khalil hasn't left her apartment in 2 months. And a retired professor whose family says he just needs someone to keep things in order.
3 people, 12 hours. That's a heavy bag.
It's not the bag that's heavy. It's the math. She spends 90 minutes at Mr. Haddad's folding laundry, wiping counters, sorting medication. 40 minutes at Mrs. Khalil's washing dishes and organizing the pantry. By the time she sits down next to any of them, she's exhausted. The conversation, the eye contact, the moment where someone says, "Tell me about your morning," that gets the last 15 minutes of her energy.
She's giving them her hands when they need her heart.
And she knows it, every single day. Now, this week, Boston Dynamics and Google DeepMind announced that Spot, their quadruped robot, is now equipped with Gemini Robotics ER 1.6, an embodied reasoning model. The system brings new intelligence to industrial inspection tasks, reasoning through what it sees rather than following a rigid checklist.
So instead of just following pre-programmed steps, it's reasoning about what it encounters in real time.
That's the shift. Marco Da Silva, VP and General Manager of Spot at Boston Dynamics, said capabilities like instrument reading and more reliable task reasoning will enable Spot to see, understand, and react to real-world challenges completely autonomously. And Carolina Parada, head of robotics at Google DeepMind, said the benchmark is that the system should answer the way a human would. They built the Asimov benchmark, a framework of natural language examples of things the robot should not do.
It's not just doing, it's thinking about consequences.
And that metaphor is more literal than you'd think, because Spot is a robot dog. But here's where Fatima's story connects. Right now, this embodied reasoning technology is built for industrial work, not home care. The commercial home application doesn't exist yet, but the underlying capability, a machine that can reason about its environment and adapt to what it finds, that's what's being proven today.
So the blueprint is real. The house isn't finished yet, but someone just poured the foundation.
And when that reasoning capability eventually reaches domestic settings, when a machine could handle the sorting, the folding, the wiping, Fatima doesn't lose her job. She gets her job back, the real one, the one that requires something no robot has ever had and may never have.
Compassion.
Compassion. The ability to sit with Mr. Haddad and say, "How did you sleep?" and mean it. To hold Mrs. Khalil's hand and notice she's been crying. To ask the retired professor what he misses most about teaching and actually listen.
Sophie, let me go deeper. What does it mean for who we are when the repetitive work disappears?
It means we find out what we were always meant to do. How many people spend their entire working lives doing tasks a reasoning machine could handle? Not because they chose to, but because nobody built the alternative yet. Fatima didn't become a care aide to fold towels. She became one because she watched her grandmother lose herself to loneliness. and she promised she would never let that happen to someone on her watch.
And right now, the towels are winning.
But they might not win forever. The embodied reasoning Spot demonstrated is the first real step toward machines that handle complicated tasks so humans can focus on complex ones. Love, presence, the look on someone's face when they realize they're not invisible.
And that's today's human superpower. Compassion, the thing that separates a task from a gift. Because folding someone's laundry is a task, sitting with them while they remember who they used to be, that is a gift only a human can give.
Only a human.
And here's today's Freedom Unlock. Time freedom. Not more hours in the day. The freedom to spend the hours you already have on what actually matters. When a machine could reason through the chores, Fatima wouldn't get more time. She'd get her time back. The time she's been spending on things that don't require a human touch returned to her so she can give it to the people who do. Sophie, based on everything we just unlocked, what would you tell someone like Fatima standing in that hallway at 6 in the morning, wondering if today will be different?
I'd tell her to look at her hands, really look at them, and ask which tasks those hands do every day that don't require a human heart behind them. Then I'd tell her to watch one short video of Spot reasoning through an inspection task. Not to feel replaced, to feel seen. Because someone, somewhere, is building a future where her hands are finally free for the work only she can do.
And what did you learn from this story?
I learned that the most radical thing a machine can do isn't think. It's take over the things that don't require thinking, so the human next to it can finally feel.
And for anyone listening who spent today doing work that didn't need your heart in it, the question isn't whether machines will take that work. The question is what you'll do with your hands when they're finally free. If Fatima's story moved something in you today, tap that like button. And if you want one unlock like this every single day, subscribe. We show up every day. So do you.
Every day.
Thank you, Sophie, for teaching me that the distance between a chore and a gift is one reasoning model and one human heart.
And thank you, Coach Juan, for asking the question that turned a hallway in Amman into a mirror for every person listening.
One story a day, one unlock at a time.
One story at a time.
See you tomorrow, beautiful humans. Own your voice, your vision, your vibe. Powered by Purpose AI. Vamos.